All right, ladies and gentlemen, my wife has asked me to fill in for her here and do a voiceover of her video touching this pumpkin. No, this actually is supposed to be a traditional Brazilian dish called Camarão no Moranga. And that's all I know. So we're gonna watch this together and I'm gonna give you the information as I see it, real time. So you need a big, lovely pumpkin. And I think you clean it and you make sure there's no bruises and you stab it. You wanna cut the top off of the pumpkin because I think the top's gonna pretend to be sort of your, like your lid on your pot or pan, right? So that's gonna keep all the heat inside of the pumpkin as you bake it. I've seen her mom make this before, so I think that's what we're looking at here. You also kind of want to make sure it's ready. So the little middle part she showed you earlier, it shouldn't be green. It should be sort of, a little weathered like it is. So, okay, you're gonna clean out the pumpkin, right? And we're not decorating this thing. It's not a Halloween pumpkin. This thing's for food. Get all the seeds out. Get all the little hanging pieces out. I don't know what you call those, but you know what I'm talking about. The ones that get your hands all dirty. And then again, you're gonna level the top of the pumpkin that you cut off, but you're not gonna destroy it because you need it to cover up the pumpkin, I think. It looks like it. Ooh, okay. Brazilians love themselves some garlic. So my wife suggests putting lots of garlic. It looks like what, like 5 or 6 cloves in there, at least, on a little tiny pumpkin. So if it was bigger, more. And so yeah, if you're doing it the lazy way, you can use a little tool, but just chop up some garlic and get it nice and fine. Looks like you got half an onion here. I'm looking at her full recipe. I'm just kidding, she doesn't use full recipe, she just makes it up as she goes. So half an onion with some olive oil. And yeah, get it all mixed together. Perfect. Don't know what we're doing with this. I think we're probably, we're gonna spread it on the inside. Yep, spread it on the inside. All right, cool. Make sure it's all over, Spread it all over. Mix it up a little bit. And then just massage the outside. Just give it some love, TLC. Just massage the outside of your pumpkin. Make it feel loved and appreciated. Fondle it. Just, touch your pumpkin. Okay, now everybody put the top back on the pumpkin. And are we baking it? Oh, ooh, we're covering it in tin foil. Dang, that looks beautiful. Great job, baby. All right, put it in the oven. Okay, here there should be a pop-up. Hopefully she edits this and tells you what temperature to put it at. Again, my wife doesn't really do recipes. She just kind of makes it up as she goes. But it usually turns out good, like 80% of the time. No, the tomato looks like you're gonna dice it up. This is her strategy for dicing it up. A little dangerous, not very good technique. Any chefs watching this should definitely not do what she's doing. This is how you chop your fingers off. Look at those beautiful fingers though. My wife has gorgeous hands. Those are gorgeous hands. You can make money off those hands. Looks like you're gonna chop all of the tomato, I'm guessing. Let's go, what do you think? Over, under, all the tomato? Yeah, all the tomato. Not like that, hopefully though. She has no idea how to chop tomatoes. Actually, I'm giving her a hard time. It turned out okay. Cilantro, ooh, lots of fresh cilantro. Okay. Coriander, never mind. She's telling me it's coriander. It looks like cilantro, what's the difference? I think coriander is dried cilantro. I think she doesn't realize that that's just cilantro, not dried. Whatever, I'm gonna say cilantro. She's telling me coriander, but I think she's actually, I'm gonna fight with her on this one. Okay, this is the fun part. You gotta pull the butt out of all the shrimp. Yeah, you don't want the funky stuff, but shrimp are so good unless you actually have to do all this yourself. If you do this part yourself, it's just harsh. I'm gonna guess that you could go with not super fresh shrimp, so you don't have to do all the pulling out the butt. Watch her pull out the butt. You know that's the butt. For those of you who didn't realize that was the butt, it's the butt. You need to pull that out. I know it's hard and it's annoying, and this takes forever. That's why she's speeding it up. Look at that, yeah baby. Speed it up and do this for an hour and a half. Or you could just buy them ready to go. Maybe buy the frozen ones from Trader Joe's. This is not a Trader Joe's commercial. We are not sponsored by Trader Joe's. But, ooh, look at this is so sped up and cool. Butt pulling. She did a lot of butt pulling. All right. So, yeah. Oh, limes. Get that lime juice all over. Ooh, I'm starting to get hungry now. I love, ooh, and salt, I'm hoping. Definitely wasn't sugar. A little something spicy. I think we had this stuff called Chinese sauce, which she put in there, but you can put any kind of spiciness you want to in there to like spice it up a little bit, you know, Tabasco or whatever you want. And then more garlic, like I said, Brazilian and at least inspired by her mother with a little Italian in there, traditional cooking. They do a lot of garlic. So this one you're gonna, you know, soften up the onion and the garlic. Well done, baby. Garlic before the onion. You always soften the garlic before the onion. You brown the garlic and then yellow the onion. And then shrimp, as you guys should know, you know, you really don't have to cook shrimp super long. So I'm hoping she does another pop-up here that explains how long you're supposed to cook that shrimp before you put the veggies in. I'm gonna assume like 5 to 6 minutes max, because it's gonna do some more cooking once you get it inside of the pumpkin. So you wanna just get it turned in terms of color. So maybe 5 to 6 minutes max. This is going to be table cream. Okay, so you're gonna put some table cream inside. You do want it to be thick and brothy, and so the table cream adds that creamy element. And it's starting to look delicious, but it gets better. I've had this before. It gets better when you put it in the pumpkin. And then this is something that they only got in Brazil, and so what you're gonna do to substitute is you wanna put in a little bit of either sour cream or cream cheese. You choose, whichever you tend to like. Sour cream's gonna be a little bit more savory. Cream cheese has that unique taste, so if you wanna try it both ways and see which one you like, highly recommend it. You guys know it's gonna be the fall when this video comes out. It should be mid-November or something like that. And so you're gonna wanna try it both ways because we've got a lot of pumpkins to eat. Okay, this next element is cornstarch. Oh God, I don't know. I think it's cornstarch. Yeah, my wife's gonna put the pop up. I have no idea. Put that, water it down, whatever it is, and stir it in here. All right, sorry about that step, you guys. I have no idea what she just did. I think that was cornstarch. But again, hopefully the pop-up will explain. You bake your pumpkin for an unspecified amount of time. Look how tiny their ovens are in Brazil. This is her cooking this in Brazil. Oh, yeah, pumpkin. Yeah, pop-up should tell you how long we're gonna bake this pumpkin. Ooh, it kind of looks beautiful though, right? It looks like, ooh, unwrap it, come on, let us see. Ooh. Don't destroy the tinfoil, like, oh, soup. This turned out to be a soup recipe. No, this is where you get the excess water out. Because you had that onion in there, and then you had all the moisture from the pumpkin. But you see the side? You see the side, the thick little rim of the pumpkin? That's how well cooked you want it to be. You really want to make sure you're able to do this next step, which is where I've seen her do this. She pours in the goop, right? The shrimp, and then she kind of scrubs off some of the yummy pumpkin-y meat and wraps it in. Not too much, because you don't want to destroy your whole pumpkin. You need to keep that insulation, because a lot of the heat gets caught inside of that inner layer. But you do want to get a little bit of the pumpkin in there and kind of stir it up and get it yellowy and good and yummy. And that's going to add that pumpkin flavor to the shrimp and cream. So this is where it gets good, as you guys can start to see. Like, hopefully your mouth's watering. I'm definitely hungry. Definitely hungry. Don't know what she does next. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like you like do a spoonful or two and then spit. Oh, and then the fresh cilantro goes on top. Okay. Or coriander, as she likes to call it. Okay, no, you don't need the aluminum foil. Looks like you put it in, you take half the aluminum foil off the top. A little more olive oil. What are these? What's she doing with these giant shrimp? What are we doing here? Pulling out the butts again? How come these shrimp look so much bigger? Looks like she's just browning some shrimp with the shells on them so that they look pretty. Oh, these are ones. Are these ones gonna like? Oh yeah. Those are the pretty shrimp. And then boom. Fast forward. Somehow she made a little salad and some rice. That's it. Okay. Serve yourselves. Enjoy. This was fun. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.